In the name of our ancestors, peace forever and always, welcome to another edition of what I call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper of the whole, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number 1. Hey, what's up there, Andre? Happy New Year, right back. Happy New Year, right back at you. That's the Illuminati sign. These are Illuminati signs. You can't just talk. I don't know nothing about Illuminati signs at all. I don't know nothing about that at all. When people talk, they gesture. I did not know that I was doing Illuminati signs. Had no idea. Now I'm wearing a Budweiser cap. Does that mean I drink Budweiser? I do not drink. I will occasionally, maybe twice a year, because for some reason, I guess it came when I was a child or whatever. I like to drink a beer maybe twice a year or something like that. But I'm not a drinker. I don't like liquor. But I'm wearing a Budweiser hat. That means right beside me is a case of Budweiser. Yeah, Alliston. Free advertising, right. But people gesture when they talk. And I get accused, and it's so silly, use some type of Illuminati symbols. I see our minds are filled with all this nonsense. Jesus, spirituality, Allah, demons, all that stuff. Do your research on the Illuminati and see what you come up with. Do your own research. See how the origins of Illuminati, and see if it configure with what people present before us. We as so-called black people, we are so spooked out. We love to live in fantasy and fiction and conspiracy and all this dimensions and space and time and floating out your body, turning into balls of gas, all this stuff. Well, let me tell you something. When I was locked up, that don't mean nothing. All this wisdom and spirituality and all this crap, it didn't mean nothing. It made you look more crazy. And that's why those people was there, because they was insane. And when I was talking all that Bible stuff and quoting Bible verses and Quran and all, they just looked at me like I was crazy. That's all. Because really, that's what you are. Technically, people who believe in spirituality and religion and God, technically, they are insane. That's not real. But see, it's dumb, but that's how it is. If you can get other people to believe your insanity, then it's acceptable as some kind of reality. So we know that men do not walk on water. We know that serpents and snakes don't talk to women. We've never seen this God. We've never seen somebody that was dead raised to life. All these different things. And if it was just you by yourself, you would be considered insane. But since you can get a whole group and millions of people, oh, that's will. God is will. Jesus is will. Muhammad is will. It's not real. I call it acceptable insanity. Some insanity you reject, some insanity you embrace. Acceptable insanity. I refuse unless you can show clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Illuminati and the fifth dimensions and all this stuff y'all believe in. Because it ain't real. Unless you can show clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence, and then it's no longer a belief. Everybody can see it. There's a reason why only you can see God. There's a reason why only you have these experiences and nobody else does. Because all this stuff is happening only in your mind. It's not real. If it was real, everybody could see it, everybody could experience it, just like you are listening to me on this video, because this video is real. And a whole lot of folks, there's no argument, there's no debate. There go that crazy Angel Snubbing Up 7 on that video again. I want YouTube to shut his channel down. You don't have to believe in it. You don't have to speculate. Here it is, right here. And anybody can see it if they have eyes. And even if they don't have eyes, they can still hear and they can sense. But your God and your demons and these spirits and all this stuff, your Illuminati friends, all this stuff is just some stuff, some things that folks believe. I can't get with it. But we love this. We love this because we don't have nothing else to do. And your Bible says, an idle mind is the devil's workshop. So since you're not doing nothing to set yourself free out of oppression, you don't have nothing else to do. You can spend time imagining all kinds of stuff. Gods and aliens and whatever, because you don't have enough to do on your plate. Idle mind produce all this stuff for you. I have other things on my mind. I have other things that occupy my thinking process. I don't have time to think about stuff even if it was real. I don't give a damn. Makes me no difference. I could care less anyway. That's not what I wanted to talk about. But I enjoy your company. How you doing? How you doing out there in YouTube land? Thank you, Alliston. Thank you. Uh-oh. I forgot his name. Oh, Andre. Thank you for being in the house with me early this morning. It's not that early, I don't believe. Unfortunately, I should be moving, but I have a little downtime. Hey, Queen, what's happening? How you doing? That's another Illuminati sign. I want to make something perfectly clear. I do not hate pro-black folks. I do not dislike pro-black folks. But for me, I think it's best that I stay away from them because they lack the maturity in order to interact with a mind like I have. They are on a lower level. And their minds is rigid in thought. And they are not interested in reality. This is the reality's temple on earth. Yeah, Queen. Hey, this is the reality's temple on earth. I can accept death. And that's the end. I don't have to make up no stuff. Oh, when you die, you're going, hey, what's up there, Brother Michael? Hey, when you die, you're going to turn into a ball of gas, and you're going to return to life in the year 3,350. And no, I can accept I am alive, and I would die. I have no choice, and I accept that. I don't need fancy stories, feel-good stories, because I'm scared to die, and I cannot accept the reality that this is it. Everything on this planet accept things just as they are. But you want to create this delusional world because you think you better. You can escape death. The dogs die, the frogs die, the deer die, the grass die, even microorganisms die. Oh, but not you. You special. You connected to some God, and you're going to have everlasting life while everything else around you die. What is it that the Temptations said? Well, it was just your imagination once again. Running away from me. It's just your imagination. Because reality gonna show up sooner or later. And all that stuff you imagine, all your fake dimensions and raising from the dead and trying to escape reality, it's gonna come and show you exactly how things supposed to go, whether you like it or not. So I accept it. Look, truth hurts. But it's better to hurt and embrace the reality than live a lie. Like some of these women, some of these men, you know your husband, you know your wife or girlfriend or whatever, you know they are cheating on you. You know it deep down in your heart, but you don't want to accept it. And so you let this relationship drag on and on and on, and you're only making it worse for yourself. Because you cannot accept the reality that your partner don't love you no more, but for some reason, they're cowards, they won't come to you with the truth, but you know, and you let it go on and on and on and on. How is that good for you? And there could be somebody out there waiting that really love you, give you the love, give you the compassion and the care that you really deserve. But no, you want to live in a fantasy world. Well, baby, I'm going to be gone for another month on this business trip. Okay, I'll be here for you. Me and your 12 kids, we'll be here for you. Yeah, okay, yeah. I see you. You cannot accept the reality. See, that's the problem. Those who are entrenched in pro-blackness live in a fantasy world. They look at things from a delusional point of view. So there is a conflict of interest between myself and them because they can't accept reality. And since they cannot accept reality, they have a narrative to follow. I don't have a narrative to follow because I can accept death. I live and I die. Okay. They cannot. Well, you see, when you die, the planets come aligned, and your body begins to embrace the isotopes in the atmosphere. You see, and the sun comes down at an angle about 30, 45 degree latitude and longitude, you see, and then a tree will fall and your body will come back to life, but not as a flesh, but as a component of the stratosphere within the diatoms of the cataclysm, within the brief moment of the zebra running down to the river and the alligator swimming. However they explain this stuff. They have a narrative they have to follow. 1 + 1 does not equal 3. If in order to get 3, that means something is missing in the equation. And that's the problem with pro-blackness and a lot of this stuff that you hear. They come with the wrong conclusions because they don't put everything into consideration. So they don't get the right solution. They do not solve the problem correctly. But see, if you have a narrative to follow, you cannot add certain things because it messes up this narrative that you want to sell. I'm not interested. I'm interested in the truth. 1 + 1 + 1 = 3. I can accept that. It's real. That's what I want. Well, I believe 1 + 1. I believe 1 + 1 = 3, because you see, I don't know how they would explain it, but they want to tell you that 1 + 1 = 3. And that's what you see. You cannot be an African or an Aboriginal and you mixed. That's the reality of it. They don't want to accept that. They want to continue to run around here and try to pretend like they some purebred folks. And you're not. That's the reality of it. And even when they take these DNA tests, it shows you are not pure nothing. You don't belong nowhere. But they still want to creep themselves into some people that they are not. So you are a liar. You are liars. You are deceivers. You do not seek the truth. And so see, we can't work together like that. I have no narrative to follow. I do not hate them. I do not dislike them. They are ignorant because their minds are filled with the teachings. Well, you know, John Henry Clark said this, and that book, They Came Before Columbus, and all these books and teachings that they have, which was based on the information somebody had at another time. This is 2020, another different time. Somebody told me if Malcolm X was here, Malcolm X would check me easy. Malcolm X would put me in my place. Malcolm X would get sat down. You sit down and let me teach you something in 2020, sir. But see, I have confidence in Malcolm X because his mind was not rigid. His mind was flexible. Malcolm could only act. John Henry Clark, the scholars, all these people before us only can act upon what they know. how can you come to the conclusion that 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 if you did not know another 1 existed? So you saying 1 plus 1 equal 3. You don't know nothing about the other missing 1. There are many things Malcolm did not know. There are many things John Henry Clark, Dr. Ben, and all the scholars and historians, they did not take into consideration. And that's a problem, because if you don't take these missing factors, then you come to the wrong conclusion. It's just like when you baking a cake. If you don't put all the ingredients in like you're supposed to, you're going to get something that might look like a cake, but it's not. And I know this from experience because I've done it myself. Messed around, didn't follow the recipe like I should have. I'm going to do it my way. And I baked up this thing. It's supposed to be a cake, but but it's not. If you think it's butter, but it's not, maybe it's chiffon. I don't know what it was. And then they use labels that was created by races. It did not come from dark-skinned, melanated people. Black is a racist concept. African is a racist concept. Negro, colored, all that come out of racism, white supremacy. There's no dark-skinned people on this planet that was calling themselves those things. But they are pro-black, which really means you are pro-white, because that's where it comes from. They don't see it. But see, I can see clearly now. The rain has gone. I can see clearly now. And a man who can see, a person who is blind, or for some reason they have sleepy, they cannot comprehend what a person who is fully awakened can see. You ever went somewhere with somebody and you are fully awake, and you have people behind you just woke up and they trying to follow you, how they stumbling because they don't have it together yet? Or you are the sober one in your group and everybody else in your group is drunk. They cannot comprehend what you can comprehend because you're sober. They are drunk. These people, pro-blackness, are drunk off of these fictional fairy tale teachings and scholarship, intellectual masturbation. It makes them feel good. But yet and still, they will make mockery of our brothers and sisters who go to church. And they doing the same thing. Nothing but feel-good rhetoric. The preaching, DVDs, the debates and all that. The clapping and the whooping and the hollering over the teachings or whatever. Same stuff. The same thing. There's no difference between pro-blackness and the Christian church. It's the same thing. The only thing they did was push white Jesus out the way. Hey, what's up there, Keaton? The only thing they did was push white Jesus out the way and replace white Jesus with black Jesus or some black God. It's all about the blackity black, like the sister said, Sister Queen said, the pro-blackity black, black and the black and the black and the black and the black. It's all about black now. Same crap. And they live in fantasy world. And they don't wish to include everything to get the proper, to come to the proper solution or the equation. I don't hate them. I have I've evolved from that. I know about how they think. I've been there when I was a child, when I was a teenager. When I was a teenager, they would love me. And I would be worse than them. Believe it. When I was a teenager and I thought their way, I was worse than them. And another difference between me when I was a teenager and them is that they talk. They talk. That's all they do is talk. I was on the streets. There was no internet. I was shaking hands. I was doing my thing in person. I was not hiding behind a damn picture on YouTube. I wasn't making videos. I was touching people. How you doing, brother and sister? Shaking their hands. At their house, knocking on doors. I was active. These people, the only thing they could do is sit up and make a YouTube video. I guarantee you, they don't even know their black next door neighbors that's right around them. They don't even know them. It's all a show. Just like Elijah Muhammad said, it's Barnum and Bailey. Things are not what they seem to be. And you wonder why you're not going nowhere, because you're living in fantasy. Fiction, feel good. It's all feel good rhetoric. Clapping. Go ahead, brother. Teach, brother, teach. Preach, brother, preach. That makes me sick. It makes me sick, not because you say, teach, brother, teach, preach, brother, preach. What makes me sick is you do all this and sit on your ass and don't do nothing. There's no production behind all this clapping and all this stuff. There's no production. I asked these people, 2010, 2020, somebody make a video and you list what pro-blackness has done between 2010 and 2020. I want to see what they have accomplished. I know you have a lot of teach, brother, teach. Preach, brother, preach. I like him. He can talk. He can talk. Yeah, man, he can talk. But what have you produced? That's why they keep talking about ancient Egypt and Marcus Garvey. They keep going in the past because they have done nothing in the present. Hey, what's up there, brother Taalik? And they have done nothing in the present at all, period. So that's why they stay in the past and keep talking about the same dead people over and over again nonstop. Oh, Malcolm X. Oh, Frederick Douglass. Oh, Marcus Garvey. Dr. King. Harriet Tubman. All the same stuff over. You got to talk about dead people because the living ain't producing a damn thing. So again, I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. We're just not on the same level, and we cannot vibe because they live in fantasy, and this is the reality's temple on earth. I was listening towards the end of a video. Some of my pro-blackness friends got together. Now, as long as I was there was nothing but mayhem and arguments and debate. As long as I was there. But now I'm out the picture, and all of them don't like me. They can get together with their fake ass. Oh, how you doing, brother? Oh, we get along, and they smiling and giggling with each other. But they should be able to do that because they are the same creeps. They represent the same nonsense, the same fakeness and hypocrisy. So they should be able to get together against the guy that's real. Because all of them are fake, hypocrites, wannabe slave owners. And so I'm listening to them, and they are doing pretty good. Offering solutions, right? How to progress in 2020. So I'm listening. The ideas, the vision. And there is none. The same old that they've been doing since Marcus Garvey. Same old stuff. Nothing new. I'm listening for your solution. I'm listening for your answer. Same old stuff. And then I'm like, okay, whatever. But at the very end, I did not hear nothing about me, but at the very end, somebody got to take a pot shot at Angel Snubbing Up 7. Laughing because somebody stole my idea, myself and Brother Talib's Mississippi campaign. They approve of that. They approve of theft. They think it's a joke. They think it's funny. When it's jealousy, it's envy, because you got to copy somebody. You got to mimic somebody. You don't have no originality. You have no vision. The only thing you can do is try to pretend to be somebody else, and then when that somebody else that you pretending to be tell you, you ain't me, then you look like a damn fool. Like that brother searched for Uhuru on his channel, and that African man told him, you need to just stay in America and do your thing. He didn't know how to respond because he's trying to be what this man was born, and you was not, Negro. You was born in the United States of America. We've been here going on 500 years. You like a damn fool trying to be people you never was. Just like these Muslims always tell the Nation of Islam, y'all ain't real Muslims. Y'all fake Muslims. And then you try to argue back. I's a Muslim, but the Muslims, Prophet Muhammad came to the Arabs, did not come to Negroes. Prophet Muhammad came to the Arabs, not you. They are the real ones. They are the real deal. You are a copycat. You are a fake and a fraud. You are a wannabe. So the real deal tell you you fake, and they look stupid. I real too. I love a Prophet Muhammad's too, you know. I do my salat, sir, and all praise due to Allah, and they still call you fake. I want my own. How are you going to get angry at me because I want my own? I don't want to be her. I don't want to be him. I want to be me. I want us to be us. You know why? Because I'm creative. I got my own brain. I got my own hands. I do my own, like James Brown said, I do my own thing. And they mad because I don't want to be a copycat and a pretender like they are. Try to pretend something to be something that I'm not. I'm not. I know I'm not European, but I'm not an African either. And we're not Aboriginals either. I'm going to get up and do my thing. That's what I want. So when you see me do my thing, you know that's me. Nobody gonna go around and tell about, I'm the one, that's, no, sir, this is mine. This is my car. This is mine. You don't have nothing to do with this. Yes, you can be influenced by folks like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was influenced by Elvis Presley, Fred Astaire, James Brown, Jackie Wilson. And Michael Jackson did not invent the moonwalk. But Michael Jackson took the moonwalk and he made it mine. So when you think about the moonwalk, you don't even think about the actual creators. When you say moonwalk, that's Michael Jackson. He took it, it's mine. And when you see Michael Jackson perform, it's Michael Jackson. It's not Elvis. It's not Jackie Wilson. He's not impersonating no damn body. It's Michael Jackson. So I can embrace something from Africa. I can embrace something from the islands. I can embrace something from Europe. I'm going to make it mine. It's me. And so our people in natural progression was doing that. They came up with their own type of language we was doing in this country. We was doing our thing. We got out, we was getting out of black, and we became soul brothers and sisters. That's the beginning of self-identification. And I grew up in it. You could be a soul man, and you could be a Christian or a Muslim or an atheist, agnostic. It didn't make no difference. Soul identified a group of people. So when you say soul man, you don't think about no African or nobody from Haiti or no other dark-skinned person. You knew it was brothers and sisters born in America. It's yours. It belonged to you. Soul food is ours. Soul music is ours. These folks want you to be something that you're not. Copy other folks. For what? But see, they have to do that because they are not creative. Now, this is the corny thing about it. Some of the teachings is the black man is the original man, the maker, the owner, cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. The original man. They teach that the black man is the original man. But you don't do nothing original. You want to be some African. You want to be somebody from Ghana, somebody from Senegal, or somebody from Angola, somebody else. There's nothing original about you. They are original. You are a copycat. So you angry at me because I'm the original man. I'm trying to be the God of the universe. That's because they have a slave mentality. They need a slave master to follow. What do I do now, sir? See, that's the problem. Since you're going to mimic somebody, when you mimic somebody, if I'm a Michael Jackson impersonator, the only thing I have to do is study Michael Jackson tapes. But when you're original, you got to all of it got to come from you. They are copycats, impersonators. I'm original. The way I do things, my mindset, everything about me. Because I have my own vision, have my own brain, have my own creativity. They want to sit around and copy folks. And if that's what you want to do, be an impersonator, that's your business. That's why we cannot jail. That's why we cannot get together. And they think small. I'm thinking big. I'm listening to these folks' solutions. Tiny stuff, tiddlywink stuff. The same old, same old. I'm thinking big. Let's take a state. Let's control a state. Let's create a safe haven, a place where we can control. And all this other stuff that you're talking about, you can actually do it easier when you control this geographical area. They cannot even comprehend. What you talking about? We can't do that. Of course we can't do that because you think small and you selfish. Of course you can't do that. In order to pull off something like this, takes a united effort. And you don't want to unite. So why should I mess around with pro-black folks? They are liars. They are not interested in unification. Because they are chocolate-covered racists. They want to keep you a slave because that's what they are. They want to keep you copying people instead of being original. Everything they teach, their actions show opposite. There's nothing original about them. Begging for reparations. Take it. Be slick enough to take it. I remember somebody owed me some money. And I'm like, cool, all right, all right. They didn't give me my money. I found a slick way to get it. And they was like, oh, you forgot you owe me that. They never had no intent to pay me my money back. But that's all right. I found a slick way to get it. And see, this is the way you have to deal with these peckerwoods in this country. They're never going to give you any reparations. You're going to have to be slick enough to take what they give you and use it against them and take what you want. They don't know how to do that. So we have the Million Man March in 1995. I was there. Beautiful. Oh man, the brotherhood was incredible, I'm telling you. We driving down the road and brothers were just cool with each other. The whole event was beautiful. I cannot say it wasn't. All this manhood, ready to take care of business. Unfortunately, the leadership didn't know what to do with you. You sat and listened to a 2-hour speech about the dollar bill and the history of the capital of America and all this, and then they tell you that you got a problem, you need to atone and be forgiven for your sins. Like, what? Can you imagine if there really was a plan? Can you imagine if there really was a vision like the Mississippi campaign? Oh man. You had the firepower. Everything we needed was there. All right, brothers. You here in Washington, D.C. All right, soldiers, this is what we gonna do. We gonna take control of a state. And all the soldiers like, how we gonna do that, General? I'm gonna tell you how we gonna do it. I'm gonna direct you, I'm gonna guide you like a general's supposed to do his soldiers. So here is Louis Farrakhan, supposed to be a leader, supposed to be a general. And the best he could do is what he done. So we need that intensity again. We need to get that second chance again. But now we got a plan, we got a vision. Those who want to keep copying folks and mimicking and impersonating folks, let them keep doing what they're doing. We want our own. develop our own. You got a plan, you got a vision, execute. And what can they say? What can anybody say when you take control of a state? When you come to that state, we make the rules. I don't know what you're going to do anywhere else, but when you come here, this daddy house now, something that people can be proud of, something people can be inspired, inspirational, not only to the people, but for all of us who are able to do that. We'll look at each other like, damn, we did it. But now once you get it, how you gonna keep it? Like some of us, brothers, we talk to women, and you know you put on your best front to get that woman. But now, how you gonna keep her? So getting it is one step. Okay, now we got this. Now how we gonna keep it? How we gonna maintain it? Because if we cannot keep it and maintain it, we might as well just stay where we was. A waste of energy, a waste of time, waste of money. We might as well just say, look, I'm a happy, comfortable slave and be done with it. As you listen to these people in the new year, nothing is going to change. They're going to continue to do the same pathetic, losing-ass crap they was doing since 2010. And what did it produce? The choice is up to us. I would hope that you would want your children to be proud of you. I would hope that you would want one day when we're all dead and gone, not floating around space as a ball of gas, our future generations will look at us in 2020 and say, man, them were some bad mama jammas. They gave us our own culture. They gave us our own identity. They gave us our own nation. This generation, you have the potential, you have the capability to do that. But not in the mindset and the thinking of these pro-black, those who are entrapped in pro-blackness. Because pro-blackness is pro-whiteness in reality. And black was never designed to bring good to you. Black was designed to make you a slave and keep you one. But pro-blackness make you feel good about being a slave. And they keep saying, we need to, woulda, shoulda, coulda, but they can't do nothing. Why is that? Because they really don't understand what racism, white supremacy really is. They really don't know how it works. Like Brother Neely Fuller Jr. said, they really don't have no idea. They don't know how it works. They are not creative. They have no vision because they're still a slave. And so it's best for me to stay away from that mindset because I'm a free man. I'm not a slave. I don't need your Quran. I don't need Marcus Garvey. I don't need Pan-Africanism. I don't need none of that. I'm my own man. And that's what you need. That stuff is gone. It's over with. A new time dictates new strategy, new creativity, new vision. A new people with a new attitude. This is not 1960. Well, you talking about soul. That's from the 1960s, 1970s. y'all can't think at all. Soul of the 1970s would not be the same thing it would be in 2020 because we evolve, because we change. It would not be the same. We would not be wearing pimp hats and flowers in the hats and running around here. What's up, baby? Give me some skin. We ain't doing that. That was during that time. It evolves. Matter of fact, we probably wouldn't even be so. We've created a whole different identity, more suitable. I'm not going back to no damn Africa because I never came from no Africa. I'm not interested. I don't mind having a relationship, a business relationship or whatever, or friendship with people, but I am not them. I know this. Don't believe. They always tell you, you don't believe you're African? Why I gotta believe? Don't you know? And if you know I'm an African, be specific. You can't be all of the people on the continent. Who are you talking about? And do they accept you? I doubt it. They do not teach so-called black history in Africa. They do not teach their children about some long-lost relatives in America. You are not part of their history. That's the reason why, one of the reasons why, when they come here, they do not embrace you like you think they should. But again, it's all up to you. If you want to continue on the road to nowhere, that's your business. It has been revealed to us what we need to do. And of course, you're going to have to deal with trial and error, but that's cool. But we know what to do. And you will be successful. But as long as you pro-black and it's comedic and religious-fied, use your religion, use your God to pump you up to do something out of the ordinary. All this other stuff is not ordinary. It's ordinary. Been there, done that. Keep doing the same stuff over and over again and keep getting the same result. 2010 to 2020, put all these pro-blackity black folks together. What did they accomplish? Like Eric Muhammad always said, talk black to me. I'm not making mockery, and I said this in my conclusion. You can hate Angel Snub Nub 7. You don't have to like Angel Snub Nub 7, and you can disagree with Angel Snub Nub 7, but the reason why I talk the way that I do, hey, what's up, Laurel? The reason why I talk the way that I do is because I want you to win. And I use basketball as an example all the time. You play with somebody and they making all these points. They are scoring, but we're losing. And I'm telling this man, hey, we're losing. But because he's scoring, because he got 40 points on the board, he feels as though we winners. Bruh, we losing. We got to do something to win. And see, that's how it is with pro-blackness. They don't realize you still losing. I don't care how many points you're putting on the board, you're still losing the game. You need something to turn around so that we can win the game. That's why when I play basketball, I really like to play with people who can't hardly play. I don't like playing with them guys who think they Micah Jordan and Kobe Bryant and you know, they like to show off. I don't like those kind of people because they're not team players. Just like Dr. Claude Anderson say, this is a team sport. You got to play as a team. And see, in pro-blackness, they're not interested playing as a team. It's all about crossing over and scoring, showboating for yourself. They're not team players. All about what they want. They don't care about what you want. They don't care about losing the game. As long as they can come up the floor, look what I did. Look what I did. But you a loser too. You still lost the game. You got 70 points on the board, and you still a loser. But they happy as long as I was better than y'all. I got 40 points. You only got 2. But we all losers. We all go home losers. But this is the mindset that you're dealing with when we're talking about pro-blackness. Black first, RBG nation, Pan-Africanism. They are not team players. So why should I associate or wanting to be around people like that? The only thing they can do, as they have shown, is come among us to bring you down, to try to destroy whatever you do, because, hey, how you doing there, Neely? Because you really want to win. So why should I associate? Why should I interact with folks that don't really want to win? It's all about them, what they want. And then they want to tell you what to do. But we're losing, man. We got to change strategy. We got to do something different. But they don't. So they keep talking about Marcus Garvey and all the books they done read, same stuff over and over. This road to nowhere. And I listen to some of their live stream, it's the same thing. Oh, we're going to do something different. So I'm waiting to hear what's going to be different. Nothing. Same stuff. If you want to win, you got to stop doing those things that's causing you to lose. You need to study your enemy. Pro-black folks claim they study the enemy. They really don't. They are emotional and reactionary. They have not studied this enemy. No, they haven't. Because if they truly have studied this enemy, then they should be winning. But they're not. They're losing. Feel good, pretty speeches, I'm spiritual, or whatever, and you're still a Negro slave. A comfortable slave at that. And that's another reason. You love your car. You love your house. You love all these things. And really, you are not willing to risk all of it to do what you claim you want to do. Dr. King, Marcus Garvey, and all these people was willing to risk their life if necessary. And you have not gotten to that point. You give, even those who give to Farrakhan and give to Umar Johnson, they don't give. They give just, just a little taste. So they can live comfortable. And really, that's a good thing, because you know you're wasting your money with Farrakhan. You know you're wasting your money with Umar Johnson. They just people that make you feel good. Tariq Nasheed make you laugh. Tariq is my boy. He's so funny. When you gonna get serious about your life? When you gonna get serious about the lives of your children and your children's children? When you gonna get serious? Maybe never. I accept the reality. I'm a realist. I accept the reality that the so-called Negro in this country, if the situation comes about, we don't have to worry about it no more. These people gonna take you out of your misery. So you don't have to worry about being an African or Kemetic or soul or nothing, because you're gonna be dead in the damn ground, fertilizing some damn turnips. So you don't have to worry about it no more. And maybe that's the best thing, because you got a brain, you don't want to use it. You got hands, you don't want to use it. So you'd be better off dead in the damn ground. That's the reality. We like that kind of drama, don't we? And be dead in the damn ground. We like that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm done. I hope that I'm getting ready to get the heck out of here. Just had a little time on my hands, wanted to share with my audience. I want to thank everybody for joining me for these few minutes, an hour or so. I really appreciate it. If we don't get serious, if we don't get busy or whatever, we're going to end up in a situation where we talk about slavery, going to mess around and be in a position, you're going to be wishing for slavery. That's how bad it is. You live in a situation, in a time where fresh water is getting low, the resources are getting low, and only the people on top gonna be able to fight for survival. Those on the bottom, you're gonna slowly starve to death, or they will kill you outright. So we take things for granted. You go to your sink and you automatically think water's supposed to come out of it. That's not gonna always be the case. You are going to go to your sink, no water, you're gonna flip your light switch, no electricity. What I gonna do? Well, told you what you should have done to try to protect yourself, create a safe haven for yourself, but no, you want to laugh and joke, think everything is a game. Now you suffer the consequences of your actions. Oh well, I hope I'm dead and gone. I don't even want to see it. On that note, let me get out of here. Angel Snubbing Up 7. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube, for allowing me to use your platform. Thank you, everybody in the chat. And I'm Audi 5000. I wish us all love, peace, and soul.